Hi, welcome to Cook with Joy. I'm Joy Kelly, and this is my cooking show, and it's become my favorite cooking show, and I hope it's becoming your favorite cooking show too.
It's always been my favorite cooking show.
I know. And here we are in season 3, and it's so exciting. We're in a new kitchen, a new place, and it just feels like a new energy, and it's so much fun to be sharing recipes with you that not only taste good, not only are easy, but they're really, 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 really good for you. And today we're gonna make something that's super good for you. How many of you make green drinks?
I do.
Do you? And where do you get your greens, Derek?
From the store.
From the store. And then they sit in your refrigerator maybe for a week?
That sounds about right.
About right? And then you use them. And you probably only use one type of green, is that right?
Yeah, just spinach.
Just spinach, okay. So today, we're gonna talk about growing your own produce that you use for your green drinks. And because you're growing your own, you can have this wide variety of greens. Every single green does something different for your body. So let's go out to my garden and I'll show you how I do it. This is how I grow my greens. And as you can see, I have a lot of land here that I could be growing them in the ground. But if you don't know this yet, we're in a drought in California. Yeah, I know we got a lot of rain last year, but this is a desert state. And so the more conservative of water we can be, the better, number one. Number two, I get to completely control what goes onto these greens. I don't have anything running off from the neighbors next door. I don't have anything contaminating my plants except what I put on them. Number three, the water gets used over and over again. So I'm only using about 10% of the water that I would use if I had them in the ground. And number three,
number four.
Well, who cares? It's a number.
Yes.
Some number.
The next
one. Number 4, I get to have a wide variety of produce. You know, Derek, I think you only use like one thing in your green drink. But we're going to use this wide variety, and it's going to be super fresh. It's going to be the freshest produce that you can possibly get. And every green does something different for your body. Like cilantro, for example, if you're a woman, helps to get the heavy metals that are leaching out of your bones, helps to get that out of your body. So I like to use this wide variety. We're gonna take some kale. We're gonna grab some chard up here. Ooh, that's a high one. We're also gonna take some lettuce. A lot of people think that lettuce isn't that high in nutrients, but it really is. And here's a different type of kale that we're eating here. And you can see there are a few bug marks in these because I don't use any pesticides at all. I'm okay sharing my plants with a couple of bugs. It's no big deal. They're not like you would see in the store, but this is the most nutrient-dense produce that you possibly could grow. And you're gonna see and taste it when we put it into our green drink, Derek. So come on with me. Oh my goodness, look at how fresh and alive these things are. It's just crazy. And now we're gonna put them in my Vitamix right away, and we're not gonna lose any nutrient value. I'm even leaving the stalks on because the stalks of chard have different antioxidants than the leaves do. So this is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna use the big container. Now if you have a Vitamix or a similar blender, they usually come with 2 different size carafes. I like to use the big one when I'm doing greens just so I don't have to smash them in so far. Let's put these guys in the blender. I'm going to tear them in half just so that they blend up a little bit easier. And then I'm going to add some frozen fruit. Now some people like to use fresh fruit, and that's fine. I like cold stuff. I'm going to add the fruits that I like, but you can add whatever you like. I use pineapple. And you know, Trader Joe's has such great produce. I got these at a different store, but Trader Joe's is my go-to place for frozen fruits because they have organic ones and they also have just a really wide variety. So I'm going to add, and you see how precisely I'm measuring this. It's a very important part. I'm also going to add a little bit of juice, just a little for a little bit extra sweetness. Not a lot, not even a cup. And I'm going to add some coconut milk because I like the flavor. And also, once again, all of these different plants do something different for your body. Notice that everything that goes into the recipes that we make do something great for you. They're not just there because, well, we'll get into some of those later in this season, but most of them are in the recipe because they do something good for you. And lastly, I'm going to add a soy milk, and that's a whole conversation. If you want to know about soy, there's a lot of misconceptions out there about soy. If you're interested in knowing more about that, you can message me through my website, cookwithjoy.com, or you can follow me on Facebook, and I'll let you know why soy is good for you, and I'll show you some research about that, okay? But that's a whole loaded topic I don't want to get into today. So now I'm going to blend it together, and we're going to see if we need more liquid, and then we're going to add some fun stuff at the end. Hold on. I want want you to notice the green particles here. Now I could leave those full, or I could grind it really, really, really finely so you wouldn't even see these particles. That's really your choice. I like to leave them a little bigger because I think that it's better for the produce not to be masticated so much. But let's give it one more shot. Okay, now we're going to add some additions, and you can add whatever you like. Some people like to add spirulina, some people like to add flax or chia. This is a new chia seed that I have found through a guy that I think this is an amazing company, so we can add some chia seeds. But my go-to whenever I make a green drink this way is using the Juice Plus Complete powder. And this has just a wide variety of ancient grains. It has pumpkin, it has pomegranate. It's just got a lot of really great superfoods, and I can add this to my drink and supercharge it. So if I start the day this way, I know that I'm good even if the day it does not turn out the way that I hoped in terms of nutrition. Okay, so we're gonna add a couple of scoops of this, and like I said, you don't have to use this. Oh, I really got a good...
opening the bag?
I do need help opening the bag. All right, so we're going to add a couple of scoops of this. And if you want more information about how to use the Juice Plus Complete powders, if someone shared my video with you, just ask them about it. Or you can message me and I'll give you some more information. So I'm just adding a couple scoops. 1 scoop is 1 serving, and we've got about 3 servings in here. And then I'm going to blend it up again. Okay, here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Woo! Okay, and that is some deliciousness. You want to try that, Derek?
I can't wait.
This is really a great, great, great simple way to start your day every day. When I was growing up, there used to be a joke, if you put a frog in the blender and start your day that way, that nothing worse could happen to you all day. I don't think that's a very good idea, but I do think this is. Wow. You know, greens have exactly the same chemistry as our red blood does. It has chlorophyll, which is the blood that's running through the greens. And chlorophyll is exactly the same as red blood cells, except that at the center it has magnesium, and red blood cells have iron at the center. And when I drink this, I feel this nourishing and oxygenating my blood. It's awesome. I hope you love this recipe and start using it, whether you use the complete powder or not. But this is a great way to start your day. And we want to bring you so many good ideas like this here on Cook with Joy. So I hope you join us next week for our next episode. Cheers.